It's 2019 and the schools are crumbling. Welcome to Community News. My name is Paul.
And I'm Tyler.
Hello, Tyler. But how can I be
Paul.
sure you really are Tyler? For those who have been listening to the Community News podcast, today we're actually on YouTube also, and Tyler, my partner, is wearing a mask. And is that to shield your identity from me, yourself?
I wonder if they believe you about the mask, because you're always being so, as my kids say, the funny one.
Well, that's why you need to come to YouTube, because it's a mask and nothing else. If that doesn't draw people to YouTube, nothing will.
A mask and coconut shell bikini.
Perfect. We're going to have 1 million views in no time.
Yes, you might want to come check us out on YouTube and see if I am wearing a mask. Well, why am I wearing this mask? Okay.
Why are you wearing this mask?
I'm wearing this mask because, as you know, I change my name every week because I was trying to add excitement to my life. That wasn't so much about trying to be incognito, but a little bit it was. Let's face it, because my kids are still in high school here, and I didn't want everyone in the community to know that it's really me and
you almost gave it up there.
I almost said my name, but I didn't want them to know that it's really me, who you know. So every week I change it up to a different name.
Right.
And I'm just hoping no one recognizes my voice.
Right, I was just going to say, you don't change your voice every episode.
No,
so.
I'm just hoping nobody's smart enough to recognize my voice and speech patterns.
It's a good thing you don't run around town yelling at people or making a ruckus or doing anything like that. So no one would have any idea who you are.
Exactly. I'm never very quiet, like a church mouse.
Right.
So, and why am I wearing a mask? So today I did add the mask because Paul told me he wanted to put this on YouTube for the first time. And I have to be honest, it just makes me a little nervous that people might realize who Tyler is. So I thought if I put on a mask, ingenious, right?
Ingenious. No one. I have
would
no
recognize
idea.
me.
No idea who you are.
I mean, you don't even know.
I have
if
no
it's
idea.
Me, or it could be anyone sitting there, right?
It could be anyone.
Right?
It could be anyone right now.
Amazing, right?
It could be Tatiana. It could be anyone. I have no idea
Not
who
even
it
just
is.
Tatiana or one of my names, but I mean, I could be anyone, right? I could be Barbara Walters.
Are
I
you
could
Barbara
be
Walters?
Jane
But
Pauley
she's
sitting
dead.
here.
No, not Jane Pauley,
They're
but
alive.
Barbara Walters. Isn't she?
She's alive.
Oh, she's alive?
Yes, don't
Oh,
be so
sorry.
mean to poor Barbara Walters. Remember we spoke about it once, the questions.
Right.
No, but I feel like I could be anyone. I could be Beyonce. I could be...
Are you Beyonce?
Who knows?
Wow.
I mean, really, I could be anyone under this. I could be J-Lo.
I'm still astonished. I apologize to Barbara Walters for saying she's dead in case she's a listener or a viewer of our YouTube
I'm
channel.
sure she's busy listening. I'm sure she is. Maybe she wants to put one of us on The View. That's her show.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
Which I don't think it would be me.
Yeah, I mean, you are missing one of the parts needed to be on The View, but I'm a girl. They could put me on there.
Go ahead. Go. I think you should.
A co-host Community News and The View. I wouldn't leave you. I'd be like Kelly Ripa and Michael Strahan. Like they both co-host 5 different things.
Except for Michael Strahan is no longer Kelly.
Oh, that's right. He did leave her. Bad example.
So which is worse? The
Bad
example of
example.
saying Barbara Walters is dead or saying that Michael Strahan is still on The View?
Well,
which is worse?
Or no, I'm saying he's still on live with Michael and Kelly. Well,
Right.
it's really worse
right.
to you because I'm trying to give an example of how I'm not going to leave you when I go to co-host The View.
Right.
I'll still do this. But then I gave an example of someone who did leave his partner to go to Good Morning
So
America.
I'm looking at anybody who,
any
female voice who doesn't mind changing their name every so often and wearing masks.
They
can
don't
come apply
necessarily
for a
have to. They might not mind everybody knowing who they are. They might not feel the need to put on a mask, and they might not need the excitement of changing the name every week. That's
Really?
That's
but
just
that wouldn't be fun then.
Oh, you don't think?
No,
They'll
not
come
at
up
all.
with their own thing. Wait, why am I helping talk about my replacement and
Oh
talking
yeah,
it to her?
You're the one going to The View because
I'm
I
still
dissed
gonna do
Barbara
this,
Walters.
And I'm going to go to The View.
Really?
Yes.
We don't pay as much as The View.
It's
Who
okay.
are you going to be more
I have
loyal
more
to?
Fun. I mean, I don't want to say I have more fun with you than the ladies on The View because I haven't actually co-hosted with them yet. But I anticipate that I have more fun with you. No, that's not true. They're very nice. I would have different fun with them than I have with you because they're ladies. We can kick back and be ladies together.
You can't kick back and be a lady with me? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I mean, we have the co-ed not sexual tension, but we have the he said, she said, with them, we're
but
all
would
one.
you, in front of me, and if you're watching, you can see you're wearing a coconut bikini. Would you do that on The View? Wear a coconut bikini for them? No, you see, you wouldn't.
The only reason I wouldn't is because I'm not.
I don't know if I'm making my case or
I'm not
not.
that happy with my body at the moment, and I
Right.
wouldn't want to put myself out there to like the millions of viewers that ABC News has. That's the only reason I wouldn't, not because of the other ladies.
That's it? Otherwise, so once you feel that your weight is where you want it to be, you would wear a coconut bikini on The View. How delicately? Did I put that
It's
delicately?
interesting.
Was that good?
Well, yeah, that you put it very lovely.
Thank you.
It's more like this. When I was 18 or 21 and had like the flat stomach and
Right. I never had
that
a
kind
flat
of
stomach.
body that I felt free enough that I feel fine wearing the coconut bikini. The feminist in me, not just now, but even then, always has an issue of giving people a free show. So I always feel like I don't want to give a free show to like perverted men. So that would be the reason I wouldn't wear it. But
So what are you
if
trying to
I'm
say?
happy
That
enough
we
with
should
my
be
body-
charging for this YouTube thing? Is that what you're
for them
saying?
to tune in and see me
Right.
in my coconut shell bikini and my
Right.
mask?
Right.
Well, no, because the camera right now is only like, you only see the shells. You don't see like my whole everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's all I'm trying to say.
Is
We're
that
on
what I'm
so
trying
many
to...
topics, but
I was going to say, right.
I just want you to
Meanwhile,
know-
the school is falling down
school's falling
while we're
down,
talking
and
about
we're talking
you on The
about
View.
how I'm going to balance both this show and The View. And also, I probably will be asked, don't you think I'll be asked to host New Year's Rocking Eve next year too?
What's going to happen to me? I'm going to be sitting on the couch watching you
No, I
in my
think you should
underwear?
also host it. I think that you and I should also host it with, because it was really bad this year. CNN, NBC, like they all got, they were,
Right.
their shows weren't so good. I think that we'll both be asked to do that. And I have to be honest, like last night was the Golden Globes. Did you see?
I did.
Yeah, the hosts, that was a flop, really bad writing. I think you and I will be co-hosting that too. So
I
we're
watched
gonna
it
be
last
busy.
night because I DVR'd it from 2
Okay,
nights
so
ago.
we're going to
but
be
yeah.
busy. We're going to have Community News, the New Year's Rocking Eve. We're going to be co-hosting the Golden Globes, and I'm going to be on The View. And listen, I'll just make sure that those hours don't conflict with the hours we tape Community News. Don't worry. I got your back.
I am not a worry and not a... I can't even talk. I can't even talk. Your whole career, your life is mapped out.
I know, it's
And
crazy.
I'm going to be sitting on the couch.
I went from being bored and like needing to change my name just for a little excitement
Right.
and spying on little local things and spying on the school situation to realizing that I have a huge year ahead of me in the
Well, let
media.
me ask you a question. When you get
Yeah.
your Nobel Prize eventually, because I see that's where it's all progressing to,
Yes.
will I be named in the speech or just thanked in the speech
Paul,
or no?
of course. You will
Really?
be part of everything I do from here on.
Oh,
We're partners.
so nice.
We're a team.
But not The View.
It's only because you're not a girl. I mean, I don't know, maybe, you know what, maybe you could, you know what, they don't have any LGBT, they don't have a T yet on The View. Maybe
Right.
you could dress as a woman.
That's what I should do.
And I could pitch you, since I'm already on there. I mean, I'm not, but I'm gonna be.
Right.
So I think I'll have a lot of pull.
Perfect.
So I will pitch you as the new T in the LGBT co-host for The View. They need one, and
right.
you'd be perfect.
This is an amazing plan.
Amazing plan.
The only problem I foresee is
Yeah.
you spend so much time in the school investigating that you probably have asbestos and lead poisoning at this point, so nothing is going to come to fruition.
No. When I go to investigate what's going on at the school,
Right.
first of all, you know that I'm the Community News I-team, right?
I know that.
Me.
Just you.
Yeah.
I'm too busy in Neighborhood Watch. How could I do I-Team and Neighborhood
watching.
Watch?
Exactly. I've always wanted to say I was on an I-team.
Right.
So now I'm like, when I go, I wear the letter I underneath my shirt. Like no one can see it, but on an undershirt, I have an I. Like the way Laverne, poor Penny Marshall, who
Right.
recently passed, she had an L. I have an I underneath.
I guess in the example, I should
I'm
have
an
used
I-team.
Penny Marshall instead of Barbara Walters way at the beginning
Oh,
of the
maybe
show.
that's what you were thinking passed away. Poor Penny Marshall.
Probably not.
But
So what's going on at
anyway,
the school? So let's
you
go.
said, do I have lead or asbestos? No, because I go with my little I undershirt and
Okay.
I wear like a lead-proof vest underneath. So hopefully I don't have lead poisoning. So what's going on at the school is there is lead poisoning and asbestos poisoning. And it's been a problem apparently for a very long time. But there was recently a big issue, and they brought in dehumidifiers and machines to remediate it. And the next thing you know, 9 teachers passed out, and people said 9 teachers passed out and were vomiting. The Board of Ed said nobody passed out and nobody vomited, but that 9 teachers did feel sick. And the bottom line is they had to evacuate the school that day because they were concerned there might be carbon monoxide poisoning. The fire department came, cleared the school for carbon monoxide, sent the kids and the teachers back in. So parents were freaked out, and the next day 50 parents said we're not sending our kids to school until they figure out what's going on. And then the next day 100 kids went to the nurse's office sick. One of my friend's kids said he was the last of 5 kids left there in his class. So now they shut the school down and they sent the kids to the other middle school. It was supposed to be for a couple weeks. And
right.
Now it's been 2 months and it's still ongoing.
Wow. So
that
right
is my
now,
report.
the middle school is closed.
Yes.
The kids are at middle schools throughout
they're all at one
county.
other middle school.
Oh, so they invaded one other
2
middle
miles
school.
away. It's
So-
interesting you said invaded because that is a big part of the problem. The parents at that school are feeling that these kids are invading, and they actually, at one of the Board of Ed meetings, which are televised locally, one woman got up and said, "We do not want those lead heads at our school."
Lead heads? That's what you
Lead
came
heads,
up?
exactly. I don't know if she was like a big Grateful Dead fan at
Right.
some point, but yeah.
Well, if she was a Grateful Dead fan, then she wouldn't call them lead heads because
Then
she
that
would
be a
she would
good
like
thing.
them. Yes,
I guess.
exactly.
Well, she called them leadheads. And then another woman was like, we don't want those kids with their asbestos problem. Don't make their asbestos problem our problem. It's not our problem.
Right. Now, going back to when parents were sending their kids to school.
Yes.
Would you have sent your kid to school?
Well, it's funny. I would have. I actually said to my son, would you want to stay home if you were still at the middle school? And he said, no, Mom. He's like, unless it's an official walkout, I wouldn't. I said, because I would let you. Since so many people aren't, it would seem like a wasted day. He said, no, unless it's like an official thing, I wouldn't.
You're that
stay home."
permissive a parent that you would just let him.
I am not.
Wow,
a
that is
permissive parent.
unbelievable.
Paul, stop spreading rumors.
What's your name again? I forgot from the beginning of the show.
I'm Tyler.
Oh,
and
Tyler,
know
right.
I am not a permissive parent at all.
But you would let the kids sit out of school.
Well, since I read that so many people were, I read on one of those, closed Facebook groups.
Oh, how do you get into those closed Facebook groups? I'm not cool. I'm not
really
cool
just
enough.
To join, but I say
Oh,
closed.
is that it?
Yeah, it's not that exclusive.
Oh, okay.
But I say closed because it's for the town. It's for people that live in Townport.
Right.
So. I read all these people saying they were keeping their kids out, so I thought, well, if no one's there, they're not going to get much done. And it was the day before Thanksgiving break.
Right.
So, sorry.
Is your mask hurting you?
My mask is like, it's weirdly on one of my eyes, so I'm just readjusting. Sorry.
You're okay?
Yes.
All right.
Do you like this mask?
I love the mask.
Does it make me look pretty?
I think it makes you look unbelievable. I think what we need to do is walk around town with the mask and interview people
Yes.
while wearing the mask.
I think it's a good idea.
Think
Maybe
so?
we'll Facebook Live that later or
That's-
YouTube it.
That sounds perfect.
Okay.
So anyway, so the school is falling down. That's the
Crumbling.
big news in town.
Crumbling.
Middle school or at another middle school will keep following up, letting people
Parents
know.
are up in arms. The parents at the school that got, as you said, invaded.
Right.
That's how they feel. The other parents are upset. They want this school knocked down once and for all. No more Band-Aids. They call the fixes Band-Aids. And everyone's unhappy, basically.
So we're basically lead heads now. Well, not my kids. My kids are out of the school.
Well, yours was a leadhead because they did go to that school.
Wow.
Yeah, leadhead. And actually, so some
That
parents
explains a lot, I
some
think.
parents at our school made a joke that they wanted to make T-shirts that said "Leadheads," making our asbestos problem your problem since 1965 or whatever the school was built.
Well, if they need to make shirts, I have a great place that
Oh,
made my
good.
fence shirts, so
Okay.
they can turn them right onto that.
Perfect,
So it's
perfect.
So that's it.
That's
So
the school report.
that's it. School report, and I think that's about it for community news.
Oh, wow.
That's it for today.
Our Happy New Year show, is it kind of a bummer? No, it's not, because we're telling them all about our exciting media plans for the year, and the school's falling apart.
And I learned that Barbara Walters is still alive. It's a good day.
She's alive, Penny Marshall isn't, rest in peace. And Paul and I have big plans, a lot of co-hosting going on this year.
Exactly. Well, it was nice talking to everyone. As always, my name is Paul.
And as always, my name is Tyler.
Goodbye. Make sure to subscribe on iTunes if you get a chance. And we are on YouTube, so check us out on YouTube. Make your comments there. If you want to hear anything, let us know. And we will be back again on Friday.
Bye-bye, take care.